Turn these into these. I am the Great British Chocolatier and you're watching Chocolate Plus. Hello and welcome to another episode of Chocolate Plus. My name is Mark, aka the Great British Chocolatier, and today we're going to make some chocolate bombs, hot chocolate bombs in dark chocolate. Obviously, I've already melted some. Remember, one bag is 30 seconds, 3 times, stirring each time. If you're doing 2 bags, it's 30 seconds, 4 times, and then stir till everything's loose. Now, the reason why I've got this already prepared, to see all the chocolate here, is because I have got chocolate everywhere. I've been making chocolate Oreos, pretzels, Rice Krispie treats, marshmallows, s'mores, and now I'm doing the hot chocolate bombs. So I thought I'd take a quick video to show you what I do. I have these these round molds. I think they're about 2 inches, 2.5 inch in diameter. If that's what that is, from there is called, I don't remember. I'm going to be putting some of the chocolate inside, as you'll see in a moment. And what I always do is I get a dry cloth and just, just swipe it through each side just to make the chocolate nice and shiny. And you can get these on Amazon. And so all I do, I've got a fork because that's what I've been using, but you can use a spoon, and I just put them in about halfway, like so. I'm kind of rushing because I got a lot of chocolate order, a big chocolate order to fulfill, and I'm doing some recordings in between that. Alright, so what I do now, I just with the fork, this is how I do it. Most people just fill them up to the brim and then dump them upside down on parchment paper, but I just use the fork or the spoon just to edge it up. And I usually use a spoon, so I have a fork, and you're just gonna paint it up the sides of the semicircle, the sphere, and one tray of 6 will make 3 balls. You can get a spoon. So, and you want to make sure that you go all the way up to the top, like so. As you can see that. And then what I also do is that I hold it up to the light to see if there's any gaps. I don't know if you can see, there's a small, I can see a thin part of the shell. And make sure you get all to the edge. Now you could, like I said, fill this up completely, that eliminates that from all over the place. Let me move these out of the way for a minute and show you what I do. Get a tray. You have to excuse me. Alright. Get some fresh parchment paper. I really do know what I'm doing. I may seem, and now look, I've got parchment paper. This is the one I always have used for years, and why I ended up buying the wax paper is beyond me. I thought I was getting a good deal, and ended up not. But I ended up using what I got, and it wasn't ideal. So, what you can do is once you got there, is if you fill them up, all the chocolate will drip, all the excess chocolate will drip out. see, like that. So this is another way. You can just tap it. Now to go around the sides. And excuse me if I'm rushing. I just got to get a lot of stuff done. Okay, so it's a bit of a mess, but now there's kind of an even coat, and I've placed them upside down on the tray. Some people put them right way up. I put them that way down. And I pop those into the fridge for about 5-10 minutes, not too long. And then, so I'm going to do that right now. And while I fill up the rest of the molds, and I'll be right back in a few minutes. See you in a row. Okay, the first batch is done, and what you're going to look is that you're going to see them put away from, like you're not, how to explain, but you're going to see that they pulled away from the mold. So I should be able to just give it a little nudge and they come straight out. Sometimes static keeps them in. Don't worry about these edges, which you'll see in a minute. Alright. Look at that, you see a nice shiny shell, and this is going to make 3. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put a flat pan on the stove and we're going to heat it. Not going to make it go hot, it's going to be warm because we want to melt. Because we're going to put two pieces together like that to create the ball. But I've got to get the inside stuff, which is marshmallows. So hold on a moment. I put mini marshmallows on the inside. Oh boy, I'm all over the place. So let's get these ready. And you want the, like I said, you want the pan not hot, you want it slightly warm. If you want to break off these edges, if you got over it, that's fine. You can just fix that, but you don't want to play with it too much because you don't want to break the whole shell. And so I'm going to do 3 with and 3 without. And this is how I do it. I just fill up the half with marshmallows, with the mini marshmallows. Let me just check to see if you can see that. Hold on. Alright, so like I said, you fill them up, you know, as much as you can, and all these marshmallows are going to be on the inside of the ball. Now I use dark chocolate, not milk, because hot chocolate is made with hot milk. So I figured if you put milk chocolate ball, it's going to become a little bit more milkier. So the dark chocolate, I think, is great because it makes a perfect hot chocolate drink. And so, okay, so we can take this off the heat now. This is, I don't know if I can bring the camera close. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. What we're going to do, we're going to hold this here and we'll just gently melt this around. You see that? Being careful with your fingers, and then I just seal it. I don't worry about all this because I do something extra that nobody else does. Hold it for a few seconds and you put it down. And we're going to do exactly the same thing with this one. You don't want to touch the, and that's it. Hold it down and it'll seal it. Let's do the last one. Again, being careful not to burn yourself. And you press it down. You don't want to press down too much because, like I say, you're gonna break the spheres. And that's not. You're gonna just enough. So let's put you back up to the. Let's put you back up here. I don't know if that's good. Oh, let me go check that. Hold on. Alright, so we have made 3 hot chocolate bombs, but we're not finished yet. I'm going to take the other ones out of the fridge because if they're in there too long, you get streaks all over the chocolate. So I'll be right back and then we're going to finish these up. And so hold on tight. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring the bowl back. And let's open up another bag. Chocolate. And this is, I'm going to melt this in the bowl, because then I'm going to pour it into the a piping bag. I use Wilton's piping bags because they're thicker, microwave friendly, and I've just been using them for years, so that's what I do. And the process is, you can melt it in the bag, that's no problem. I think you just got to manipulate the bag a little bit every 30 seconds. Sometimes it's easier melting it in a bowl. And you can stir around. When you're making a lot of chocolate, it's always can get a little bit messy. But that's okay, as long as you're clean, and that's all that matters. So as you see, I put it in a cup, a beaker, any vessel that you want, because we're going to pour the chocolate in there, and then we're going to drizzle it over the hot chocolate bomb. And that's what makes these bombs different to any other chocolate bomb that you see out on the market. You usually just have the sphere, maybe a little decoration, maybe a little bit of drizzle, but I go ham with the chocolate, and so I think you'll be, if you make them this way, I think everybody that drinks this will be absolutely amazed. So put it in there for 30 seconds. I've got the other ones out. We're getting there, so this is suspension mounts. I say suspension mounts or tension mounts and runs off into the sunset. I'll probably edit that out. See, I'm doing this without the flag. So now you see what's underneath. Alright, so there you go. And you're gonna get, if you get any chunks in the last 30 seconds, you're just gonna keep on stirring. It will melt. Alright. I'm happy with that. And carefully you pour it into the bowl, into the piping bag, into the bowl. Now it's quite chilly in here. When I say chilly, I haven't put the heat on. So the temperature inside the kitchen now, I think is about 68, 60 or 70 degrees. Kind of cool, so I can, if I'm making big batches, I can keep chocolate out in the room and without using the refrigerator. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to cover up this whole gap here and all the other imperfections that we see. And this is kind of fun because we're going to see where these always move about when I decorate them. But you want to squeeze the piping bag and twist, and then we're going to just cut a tiny piece of the end, not too big, and making sure it doesn't go back in the chocolate. And there we go. And this is what I have been doing for years. If you find a different method, that's fine too. But I just drizzle from one end, and I just go over the whole thing, like so, trying to cover up that seam as best as I can. And sometimes what these do, you're going to find them rolling around, and I just let them roll and stay where they are. Wherever they land, they land. See? Never disappoints. So nice, generous. I mean, the spheres had a nice chunk of chocolate left in them. Now, of course, at this stage I can't touch them, so I usually let them cool off in room temperature. So of course and that could take about 10 minutes. So I'll do the movie magic and do the other side when these are dry. See you in a bit. So they're good now, so I just turn them over like so in their spot and repeat. Sometimes this clogs up because it cools off too. And I just do the same thing. Go back and forth, drizzle, drizzle. And I wouldn't worry about being perfect. I give a healthy dose. I never skimp on this part. I always go absolutely nuts and give them a nice dose of chocolate. Alright, so again, we're going to leave those to dry for a few minutes. And then I'm going to get the ends where I couldn't get, because I like everything to be totally covered. And when that's done, we are almost finished, so hold on. Okay, they seem to mostly dry now, and I'm just going to put them on the side so that I can just do the last bit here. The end, or always all I do, I just squirrel it. So again, that's good. Right, once again, I'm going to leave these to go, and then we're going to finish it up, I promise. Okay, so we are back. What we're going to do is get I put them inside of cupcake cups, whatever they're called. So what we do, I just place them in there like so. Just move this out of the way. And let's get our I don't have my red bowl because my red bowl is being used. So let me just use this one instead. And look at that. And those are some hot chocolate bombs. Great for a cold winter's day or night to cuddle up and watch something on the movies. And my wife and I absolutely love these and do this because you're going to be happily surprised that when this goes into the hot milk, you can roll it around gently with the spoon, and then the bomb drops to the bottom of the milk, and then you're welcomed with a nice surprise of those marshmallows that float to the top. For those who don't know what's inside, it's a very happy experience. So if I can video it later on, I'll do that. Until then, I hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry for it being a little bit all over the place, but we got there in the end. A fun thing to make during the Christmas season. Thank you for watching and have a great day.